Back everybody, my name is Gary Waller and welcome to the Waller Life channel. Today we are going to do the lightweight competition between all of the light beers that are local to me in Mississippi. So I want to get this started off real quickly. We're going to jump right into it. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Be sure to leave a like on this video, and if you want me to try some of the beers that you like, put it down in the comment section below. Let's get started. We're gonna try a little Bud Light today. And of course, always, classy man drinks out of a glass. Real nice. Let's give it a smell. It's got some really nice carbonation. You can't really get a smell to it. I mean, that hopness is there, but you really can't. I mean, it really does smell like some watered down beer. But most light beers are. So let's sip, taste, tell. Very light. You can't really taste any of the hops, so it's not like an IPA. It's not like a Belgian ale. It doesn't have that bitterness. It really has this really refined, refreshing taste, but it also just doesn't really have a taste of beer anyways. It just kind of tastes like a watered down lager, but it is refreshing. Something you're cutting the grass, definitely would want to have a 6-pack of this. Yeah. It's refreshing. It's definitely something that I can tolerate, definitely something that I can drink. You'd have to probably drink 12 of these in order to get drunk, but it's just one of those things. If you want some beer, if you're trying to cut back on calories, Bud Light's pretty good for that. I like it. Alright, so that was the Bud Light. We're going to move on to the Coors Light, and for those of you who are OCD out there, we are going to be trying these in all alphabetical order. Alright, so let's move on. Coors Light. Get our nice little glass. Okay, right out of the gate, for the Coors Light, there is no carbonation with that pour. Hardly any carbonation. It actually is lighter in color, so it's a shade lighter of yellow. No smell whatsoever. Yeah, there's hardly any smell whatsoever. So this is definitely not as potent as the Bud Light. You can't really smell anything. Let's sip, taste, tell. Oh wow. Okay, for my taste buds, the Coors Light is actually smoother than the Bud Light was, and that may be due to the hop contents that they make the beers in and things of that nature. So for my first taste, I actually prefer Coors Light over Bud Light. I just don't like that hoppiness. Like I said before in the previous video, I don't like IPAs, but that's just my choice. Let's try this one more time. Still refined, still a very light beer. It's definitely smooth. Same way with the Bud Light. You could easily have a bunch of these when you're cutting grass, have a 6-pack. You're gonna have to have 12 to get you drunk if you're trying to do something like that. But still a very flavorful beer. It's just light. It's a light beer if you're trying to cut back on calories. This one's okay. So far, I like Coors Light better than Bud Light. Which is actually kind of neat, because I've always been a Bud Light drinker. So just a side note for you guys, the Coors Light, the label, when the beer is at its perfect temperature for drinking, the mountains will turn blue. Blue, you're my boy! I think that's pretty cool for a company to do something like that with a label. I don't know exactly how they do it, but it's pretty neat. Alright, our next beer is going to be a Corona Light. Now, I don't have any lime, which usually I drink this beer with a lime, but for now we're just going to try it as is. There's no additives, there's no salt, no lime or anything like that. This is strictly just beer for beer. So right out of the gate, it's a darker yellow than the Bud Light and the Coors Light. It's got more carbonation than the Coors Light. I think it's about the same for the Bud Light. Definitely has that darker color. It's a really nice amber looking. Let's give it a smell. Woo! Okay, this has a definite smell compared to Bud Light and Coors Light. You can definitely smell the hops. You can definitely smell, I guess, is it barley, the wheat that they use the beer for? This, you ever been on a beach and like you get that whiff of sand and salt? That's kind of what I'm smelling. It's kind of like an ocean breeze. It's not like a fresh smell, but it's just like, it's a hot day, maybe a little sand in the air or whatever. That's what I'm smelling. Let's sip, taste, tell. Definitely a defined taste. You can tell that it's got more hops in the batch that they cooked with. I like this. It's smooth. It's been filtered, so it definitely tastes like a premium beer. It's light. It's strong. It's actually more potent in the hops than Bud Light and Coors Light, which I like. I like that, but I don't like that hoppy bitterness, and it doesn't have that bitter bite, so I like that. Let's finish this up. I could definitely see myself drinking this if I was on the water, on a fishing tournament or something like that, just out with my boys, just having a couple of beers. I could drink this. Probably about the same. You'd need a 6-pack to 8 to get you drunk or whatever. Definitely got a little bit more alcohol content compared to Bud Light and Coors Light. I enjoyed it. So our next beer is going to be Michelob Ultra, and it's got a couple of different names where we're at. It may have a different name for you guys. It's got Ultra, you can call it Chicolo, you can call it Michelob, but we just call it Chicolo around here. So let's go ahead and see what it's like. Open the bottle. There we go. Oh wow. Okay, so at first glance, very carbonated, extremely light. I would say this is more light than the Coors Light, so it's extremely light. And that may be due to the fact that it's a very refined beer with lower calories, and it's probably due to the dilution of the actual beer. So let's have a smell. Nothing. Smells like water. No smell whatsoever. You can't tell that it's beer. Let's sip, taste, tell. Yeah, not really my favorite out of all of the bunch. It's extremely light, kind of tastes like you're drinking carbonated water, and then at the very end, you get a little bit of bitterness at the back of your throat. So it's very light at first taste, it's smooth, and then at the very end, right when you swallow, you get a little bitterness. It kind of leaves like a dry taste in your mouth, kind of like a dry wine. Definitely my least favorite out of the bunch so far. All right, for our second to last beer, it's gonna be Miller Lite. I've actually never tried Miller Lite. To my knowledge, I've never had it. So this will be a first for me. You guys are definitely gonna see my first reaction to this beer. Okay, it's a good pour. Hardly any carbonation, but it is just as dark as the Corona Light. So I do like it. Let's give it a smell. Oh, okay. It smells smoother out of the bunch of beers. You can definitely tell the difference. Like Corona Light had a very potent smell. This has a more refined and premium smell to what the Corona Light smelled like. Let's sip taste tip. Oh wow. Okay, complete opposite of what the Michelob Ultra was. This has a bite right at the beginning, right when it hits your lips, it gives you that tingle. It doesn't give you that dry taste in your mouth like the wine, but it gives you like a refreshing feel to your palate. So definitely something, you've had some cheeseburgers, some french fries, you want to quench your thirst. Definitely something that's enjoyable to do that with. Yeah, that bitter, that bite right at the beginning, and then when you swallow it's just smooth sailing. So it's nice. I enjoy this. I would drink this. I've never had it before. Didn't know I was a Miller Lite fan. This is our final beer. This is the Samuel Adams Light, and I've never had this beer either. So we're gonna see what the lager in a light form tastes like. Okay, that is a dark beer. Not a lot of carbonation. You do see a little bit of going on. Good pour, let's give it a smell. Very nice. It's got that lager smell. It's kind of refined. It's got that smoothness smell to it. Doesn't have that hoppy smell. Let's sip, taste, tip. Okay, for this being a light beer, it tastes heavy all the way around. When you first put it to your lips, when you put it on your tongue, and then when you let it down your throat, it tastes heavy. It tastes like an actual lager, but it just, the refined taste after you've let it all the way go down your throat, it just tastes refreshing. It tastes smooth, it's light, but it tastes heavy at first. So it's almost like a brain trick. You're getting the feeling of a lager, but the calories and the intake of a light beer. I like it. I don't think I like it better than Miller Lite. It's good. I like it. Alright everybody, so that's been our lightweight competition for the light beer. I have them in order from left to right for what I like the most. So we have Miller Lite, Bud Light, Corona Light, Sam Adams Light, Coors Light, and then Michelob Ultra. If you guys enjoyed this, please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Join the Waller Wolfpack. We really enjoy our audience and we like to engage with our fans. Make sure to comment down below what beers you would like to try next time, and I will see you next week. I want to remind you guys, go be awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.